He's going to try and get Crowding under braking. This is brave stuff. Late on the brakes. Crowding also brakes late as well. Whole position. Very, very good driving, guys. Sophisticated. Jesus H. Christ. Just go home. Look at that. What a move. Look at that, guys. Yeah. What a move from Shane and Borno. What a move from Shane and Borno. That is what we need. That's so brave. The wall was like that far away. Wow. Brave it here. Oh, they're going through side by side. They're going through side by side. Fantastic driving. Oh, Owen just runs over the curb a little bit. Amazing driving there from Owen, Hull and Giles 95. And look at Roland, he's made ground. Stunning. Hit the split button, guys. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to be easy. Binky's fighting, coming through the hairpin. Oh, no one's lifted. Look at this. Three the S's side by side. Oh, wow. Wings on. Jamie's got the high ground at the moment. Can he maintain that high ground? Goodness me, then. Real bashers are coming up towards the tunnel. Who is going to give ground here? Good Lord, side by side. Great driving, guys. Great driving. Let's keep it going. And Zpex, keep an eye on him. He's just coming through. Just come out of the S's. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's gone up the squares, got the inside double, overtaken the hairpin. Crazy stuff. Balls. Look at this. Look at this. This previous punching is picking this one up. Here he comes. Is he going to make a loop for Ascari? He is. You know, I think he's going to send this one. Oh my goodness, they lay on the brakes. They're going for the side by side for Ascari. Great driving. Hit the clip button. You know what to do, guys. Here comes Bingley. And oh, I thought he was going to get the job done. He still might get the job done. Here we come. And he's going to get it. Or is he? Adam L.B. is fighting. No, Adam L.B.'s fighting back. Adam L.B. is not giving this position up. Now he's got through. Oh, Kara Birch trying to thread the eye of the needle. Three abreast going through. Launching like almost. Jesus. Wow. Dirty. Oh, what a move. What a switchback. What a switchback. He's going to make it stick. Oh, my goodness me. That's great driving, guys. Huh? What? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Adam LB with the double overtake. Going into Parabolica. Oh, I think JD, this is going to be close. Oh, it's a three-way. Oh, it's a four-way dance. My God, Jason's taken the lead. All right, St. Liam has got the position back, but look at this. They're drafting, trying to break the toe. Perennial. Sam Tubbs going to try and send up the inside. Perennial going into turn 12 with the hairpin. Oh, and Finn Guillaume has to get on the brakes pretty quick. And Finn's going to go up the inside on the soft spot. Is he going to do a double? Is he going to do a double? And Schumacher's right there as well. Man, this is where it's at. Good Lord. Oh, and Schumacher goes up the inside of Perennial. What a lovely move from Schumacher. He's made it stick. Brilliant move. Someone clip that. Keep the clips going, guys. Kenzie, Retro. Thank you very much, says Shuey.
Oh, how about that?
Man, he was on -2. Oh, Sink Dash is going to be careful, Sink. Oh, contact with Perennial. They're going side by side for the Degners. This is brave driving. And Sink Dasher, wow, what a great move. He took Perennial on the inside of the Degners. Up front, side by side, Jackie Jr. was overtaken by Badders and is just going to switch through and got the position back again. But here comes Badders. Jackie Jr. places his car superbly on the inside line, coming into turn 4. Badders is going to have to go the long way round. And Jackie says, you ain't getting past, son. The door is firmly shut and locked. He's going to have a run it back with Pajalo. Oh, he almost runs out of it. Had to switch, big switcheroo. He's going to get him with DRS. And he's going to move himself up P3. Let's have a look at Water and Rufio again. Rufio defensive, making their way down towards Stowe. Rufio giving the room. Good driving, gentlemen. Good driving. Keep it up. Coming to braking in towards Vale. He's just seen that one coming before. Now he's just taking a lovely defensive line, and Flappy's going to have to. No, Flappy's going round the outside. Oh, they're side to side through 4 and 5. What a Flappy. Oh my goodness me. That was a sensational move from Flappy. But Hayes is going to try and come back in here. Flappy retook the lead with, I think, was one of the best moves I've seen all season. Round the outside there with the long left hand on it. Down the horseshoe, that way. I think Watto should have this when we think he's going to use his battery now. Switches to the inside. Oh, he's on the grass! Oh my word! How? Clip it. How did he not lose that then? That was remarkable. Hey, good evening everybody, how you all doing? It's BK and the Xbox Beer and Kebab, the Racing Guru. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. We've got some F1 racing coming at you tonight, courtesy of Total Impact Racing. We've got the Division 3 Stallions are in action tonight, and we are at the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, España, for what should be an absolutely classic Grand Prix. And joining me tonight, special guest in the comms booth, it's the reigning Division 6 champion, And current Division 5 driver, it is Mr. TIR Gandhi. Welcome, dude.
Special guest? It's more of a permanent thing now, mate.
Well, you know, you're a guest at the moment. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, mate, all good, all good.
Sweet, man, sweet. We're just waiting for a couple of late stragglers. In fact, give your brother a shout, mate. He needs to be here. If you'd be so kind.
No dramas. Yeah.
Be so kind. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome everybody. So it's a short quality 50% race here around Circuit de Catalunya with added BLMetry, of course. I've got to give a couple of shout outs. Brand new followers to the channel. BF1 Racer, welcome. Jason Limitless HD, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Pumpy, good evening. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. And just to say, I'm waiting for one or two drivers to populate the lobby, and then we'll get underway. I'll tell you, in the meantime, I will just get some league tables up for you and a quick reminder of last week's race. Okay, quick reminder, of course, last week was race number 1 of Season 6A. That was the result on the kebab pad there from Division 3. With Sufyan with the victory last week, Massey in P2, and so on and so forth. So that was the quick reminder of the race result, and we'll also go to the BLMetry, so the kebab pad, and get the league tables up for you as well. There we go. Season 6 driver standings and constructor standings after round 1. So that's where we're currently at, and we'll head back to the command centre. Right, I'm disappointed with the turnout tonight. There's going to be a few people who are going to get their asses kicked by the racing guru for wasting my time. Simple as that. Right, ready up, gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's get racing here. In fact, I know we're missing at least one driver. Where's midfield? Where's what's his face? I can't remember his name now. Owen Howe. I should have I should have 17, to be honest with you. It's
I don't know if I've got him as a friend.
Yeah. Okay. Ready up, guys. Anyway, let's do this.
What the fuck? Do you want any louder?
What the hell's going on here? What was that noise? Did you see that, Andrew? Andrew, are you there, dude?
Yeah.
Was that you shouting?
Hey?
Was that you shouting then?
Potentially. I thought I muted the headset.
No, you didn't. All I heard was, what the fuck? Can you make that? The whole world just heard you, mate.
Apologies, mate.
I was wondering what the hell it was. I was like, I'm not that loud, am I? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right. Anyways, ready up, guys. Let's do this, please. Let's get racing. And we're going to get underway very shortly. And thanks for tuning in, by the way, on this. Well, I normally say a fine Wednesday evening, but actually, looking outside, it's decidedly wet this evening, guys. It's lashing it down outside. Typical northeast weather. Yeah, what can you say? Right. I was going to put a quick message up on Discord. If it happens again as okay, I'm sorry. I'm just giving some people a collective bollocking, mate.
That's right, mate. If we need it, I can do some enforcing.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. We'll do some enforcing. Oh, don't give it away, dude. Don't give it away. Jesus
Apologies.
Christ. First of all, you give away the weather. Secondly, yes, you shout out on the stream.
I thought my headset was muted.
I mean, come on.
I apologise.
That's all good.
Trying to prevent the background noise.
That's okay, mate. That's okay. Chloroform, mate. XL, can you invite that guy back into the session, please? Oakley comes in with the 240 biddies. Say thanks, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Well, I've just got to invite a driver back in. So just bear with me one sec. Where are we? and we'll get underway. We'll go live and trackside to USA. I'm just trying to find this guy now. There he is. Right, I need to add him first of all. I just love it when a race, a stream starts properly. You know what I mean, chat? Jesus Christ. Let's just ping him a quick invite. Right, Jacob, your invite has just been sent to you, dude.
Do bear with me, mate. I'm just plugging the new speakers in.
Okay. Alrighty. Yes, Matty, I totally agree with you, mate. And people are going to get their asses kicked. Let's go trackside and take a look at tonight's runners and riders. Okie dokie. From the top, then, we have Iro Schumacher, XRL Preacher, Sato, Knizzle, E.T. Godzilla, XRL Jacob, Hazy, E.T. Oakley, Watto, Matty, Massey, Skeefy, Brutal, Midfield Maestro, and E.T.E. Arts. Okay, to say 15, not great, but it'll do. It'll do. I'm going to get some telemetry up for you, and then, ladies and gents, as you can see in the very, very wet conditions here at the circuit of the Catalunya, I'm going to get some telemetry. In fact, yeah, let's get some telemetry up and running. Let's have some BLMetry on the stream. There we go. It's just going to load up now, and it's going to pop up momentarily. There we go. Okay, got a few cars on outlaps. It is, in fact, Iro Schumacher who is the lead car. Badger just comes in with a 15-month recommitment to the channel. Hey, man, thank you so much, Badge. That double thumbs up for me, mate. That is really, really appreciated. 15 months, that's a pretty big recommitment to the channel, man. But thanks ever so much for the support. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. And also to Oakley for those 240 biddies as well, man. That's greatly, greatly appreciated. Alrighty. So, Andrew, Spain.
Yes, mate.
You don't expect like really heavy rain like this, do you? It's a bit of a
no, it's a bit unusual.
Yeah. One of the Red Bulls has just taken the lead. I think is that brutal? Yeah, just coming through turn 12 on his outlap.
I won't talk too much about Spain. It's not one of my favourites.
Oh, do you know what? I like Spain.
Last season, I
think I
had a
won
bit
here
of a
last season.
Hamilton. Yeah, you did. I had a bit of a Hamilton Verstappen situation of. We both got a bit hot-headed and took each other out. He carried on, and yeah, I died a death.
Alrighty, well, we're on board now with Brutal J&K coming down towards turn. I've got some traffic just coming out the pit lane there, backing out. It's going to be tricky. You're going to have to really be careful coming through turn 2. Actually, pretty brave there from Brutal. Used quite a bit of the curb. As you can see, guys, we've got the telemetry up there. Top right-hand corner of the screen, you've got all your tyre temps up there. Deltas, all the works. Somebody has died at turn 1. That is Watto. He is out. He has dropped it at turn. In fact, between turn 1 and turn 2. So that's unfortunate there for Brutal. As I say, you've got all the telemetry up and running there in the top left hand of the screen. And by the way, a hype train, ladies and gents, has been activated. So come on, let's see some biddies. Let's see some subscriptions coming in. Let's see some Twitch primes coming in. Let's get this done. Hey, Dick G!
What the fuck?
And talk of the devil himself, the man who stars in Superfuck, as we're calling it now. Mr. E.T. Storm is in the chat himself, says, "Beer, you sexy man." Well, I won't repeat the final word, but man, hey, looking good, though. Looking good. You know what I'm saying, David? Thanks for tuning in, brother. As Brute was just about to complete his first run, I've been chatting away whilst Brute was on his fly, but let's see if he's going to get on this first run. So 1:29.922. You've got a mixture of strats on the track. You've got some guys on the wet tyres and sometimes on the some guys on the intermediate tyres. So let's see how this goes on. I'll just go for 29.5. The only fat bastard around here, Pate, is you, mate. For being flat on your arse at home when you should be racing. You know what I'm saying? On board of XRL Jacob at the moment. Ketchup, oh my god. Right, hey, listen, Andrew, I want to ask you a question. Right?
Yes, mate.
Give me an honest answer, right? Meatballs and pasta with ketchup. Give me your thoughts.
No.
Nah, exactly.
Nah.
It's an abortion. Well, it looks like an abortion, actually, quite frankly. But yes, it's something you don't want to see. But our man here, my co-owner of the Eurotitans Esports, David, so he's a mad Swede, and he thinks it's perfectly okay to have ketchup and meatballs on pasta for breakfast. Crazy. Jacob, 27-4.
Absolute no on that one, mate.
It is, isn't it? It is. Well, we're just on board a Ski-Fee, just coming up through turn 3, just feathering the throttle, rolling it through about 130 miles per hour. As you can see, a lot of water on the track at the moment. It is pretty heavy rain here. Coming through turn 4, just rolls the car through 4th, and then quickly shifts up to 5 to maintain the traction out of turn 4. This wet weather, the tyres like to spin up. Coming through turn 5 now, very, very tentative. Again, a quick shift up to 5th gear out of the corner. Coming up through 6th and now into 7 and 8. A very, very tricky chicane. See, very hesitant there. But he negotiates it well. Coming through turn 9, top of the hill. Of course, in the dry, this would be a DRS zone, but there's absolutely no sign of dry weather here today. Into turn 10, left-hand hairpin. Rolls it through 2nd gear. Quick shift up to 3rd again, just to get the traction out the corner. Through turn 11 and now turn 12. This long right-hander. But he's looking pretty good, actually. Of course, the guys will probably be fueled up for a few laps as well to try and do at least two, maybe 3 hot laps on these tyres. They'll do a hot lap, a warm down, then they'll go again, I would imagine. Let's see how Skeefy gets on, though, on his first run. It is a 1:29.852. Puts Skeefy up into P7. A few cars yet to set up.
Got a
Mate.
dead Red Bull.
What the fuck?
That's brutal JMK. It's brutal JMK there. David redeems his own voice. He loves the sound of his own voice, does E.T. Storm.
That was literally front wings missing, tyres missing.
Oh, mate.
So that was a real job done on that.
That was the job done, huh? Good man. Well, midfield Maestro is coming through. Let's see how he gets on his first run on the intermediate tyres. Sato set his lap on the wet tyres. And it's a 1:29.136. It looks like Inter's on the way to go at the moment, I'd say, looking at that.
And all I can say to that is bullshit.
Oh, brutal, unlucky dude. Okay, talking about guys making cock-ups, here's Chokley. Just coming through turns 14 and 15 at the moment, the final chicane. What can Chokers do on his second lap? He's on a 28.7 already, but he's well down on that. This one, I think this now is just going to be his quick lap. So we'll stay on board with Chokers. Let's see how he gets on. Coming down towards turn 1, so quite a wide entrance, even in the wet. They'll try and throw the car in. Hopefully it will stick. It's got to be. See, that's the way to take turn 2. You either straddle the curb, or you totally avoid the curb. If you touch the curb, Spinella. Just coming through turn 4 now, see a lot of standing water. The racing line looks to have cleared most of the standing water, but it's obviously still very, very damp. So, absolutely no chance of slicks. In fact, with 9 minutes to go, Andrew, I can't see slicks coming into play even if it dries up, even if it stops raining.
Yeah, no, there's still quite a substantial amount of water on the track, mate, to be fair.
There is, mate, there is. Wado says, shit, I didn't understand. Oh, was that coming out the pits, Wado? Oh dear, of course, Anstan will never live that, because your brother, mate, never lived that down when he binned it. He binned it coming out the pits and his outlap and qualified at Zandvoort last season.
I'll tell you what, that was lucky I had my headset muted then. I turned the speakers on and they was turned right up.
Right, here comes Chokley. This is a fly. This is looking considerably quicker. 28.7 this first run, and it's a tweet. There you go, 27.944. Puts him up with a P4. Usurps Matty by 7/1000ths of a second. Hayes is on in fact, Hayes has just gone through. I just missed a 28.036. Skeefy's coming through sector 3. We'll just jump on board a Skeefy. And of course, you can spot in on the telemetry screen who didn't actually obey my instruction to turn their telemetry to public. They're easy to spot because they'll show no tyre wear, and they will be getting a kick up the jacksie. Skeefy 128.599. Who have we got on flies at the moment? Hayes is going again. She was 2 tenths up a sector 1 split, so we'll go with Hayes.
There'll be a few kicks up the Jaxie this week, innit, mate?
Yes, mate, yeah.
One going to me brother for being a letdown no-show. Well done.
Yeah, all I ask is that people, if they sign up for a season, they actually turn up and just stop wasting people's time. And this goes, I'm not singling out any one person here. It is my pet peeve. Alright, Massey goes quickest, 27.253. He's done 5 laps of those inters. I wonder if he might come in and put another set on now, possibly. We're not sure what the weather forecast is for the race. We've not been told, but it's going to be dry, wet, or whatever it may be. Oakley goes quicker again, 27.161. We're on board now for XRL Preacher to see how he gets on. Arts and Knizzle currently in the pits. Everyone else is out on track at the moment. XRL Preacher is coming through turn 6 now. In the Alpine, of course. Let's see how he gets on. Up through 7 and then through 8. We'll keep an eye on that split time coming up. 31.7 on this first one. I think that was on the wet compound tyres, the extreme wets. Making his way down now between turns 9 and 10. He's well up, obviously switching over to the intermediate tyres, but the question is, what can he find in that final sector? He is on target, I reckon, for a low 28. Just 3 1,000s, by the way. Sorry, say again?
I said potentially.
Yeah, Schumacher goes fastest, 27 flat. He
Very
starting
nice.
to get those tyres worn in now, up to temperature, and the track times are starting to tumble. Let's look at Preacher's time. 127.545. That puts Bob the Builder up into P7. Pretty tidy lap. We're going to go on with Hayes again, I think is on another flyer. 7 tenths up on the sector 2 split.
Matty's coming in.
What, coming into the pits or come? Yeah. Just on the Hayes at the moment, just coming through turn 14 and 15. Final quarter turn 16. Willis Hayes got a tank 28.036 on her first run. And she's coming through now. So a quick look at the time. It looks pretty good. Yeah, 27.118. Puts up in the P2. That's a very, very good lap from Hayes. Sato is invalidated. Codzilla, we haven't seen Cod. Here he is. Has he been it yet?
Fingered wonder.
He's coming into the pits, mate.
Right, he's coming in.
He realised I was on him, mate, and bottled out.
Commentators curse and all.
Yeah. He just knows I'll rag him. You know. Skeefer's coming into the pits as well. New set of tyres going on there. Bob is on a warm down lap. Arts is on the out lap at the moment. We'll have a look at Massey, sector 2 split. Massey 5 tenths up again. Wow, he is absolutely motoring. Jakey G in the chat says the Division 6 race on Monday night was definitely eventful, to say the least. I'm like, mate, I watched it all. It was, yeah, it was interesting.
I missed it. I did literally missed my own bloody race and all.
I know, mate, I know. But Massey,
I was gutted.
Looks like he's going to go pole here. Yeah, oh my goodness me, he's just smashed it. 26.244. We've got Iro Schumacher, his arch rival, about to come through though now. What can Schumacher do? No, he's about to start a flyer. Red Bull, that's
amazing time from Massey.
Yeah, it's Knizzle about to start a lap as well. Got a Mercedes. Is that Hayes again? Hayes is coming in the pits. Dropping down to the Haas. Sato. Sato's about to come through now. 27.689, so a very respectable lap. Puts out at the P9. Oakley goes P2, the 26.498. So it's all starting to happen now. We're going to see cars pitting, getting new tyres on. Ours is invalidated there. Where's Knizzle? Knizzle just coming up through turn, or through between turn 4 and turn 5. Let's see how Knizzle gets on here. Up through 6.
Not a bad lap that from Chokley.
Yeah, 26.4. What if he's got Sword Racing for him tonight?
Well, it's not Badders and Eggers, weren't it?
Yeah, Badgers, as we used to call them.
Yeah, that's it, Baggers.
Badgers, yeah. Got a few cars now laps at the moment. Midfield, Maestro, Skeefy, Godzilla, Jacob, and Matty. Arts will be going again. He invalidated his first run on the new set of Inces. Knizzle's now just coming through 10:13 to 14. He's got some traffic in front, but that shouldn't impede him. He's back to some Massey, I think. Massey's done 7 laps on those tyres. And Knizzle goes through 126.690, puts Knizzle up into P3. Good tidy lap there. We're going to jump on board with Arts now. Arts is 2/10 up in his sector 1 split, so it was already making ground.
Sato coming through.
Again.
127.0 up to P5.
127.096. Wow, Sato.
Yeah, very
he's on
nice.
fire. He's on fire, mate. Good to see him. Good to see him doing well. Go on, Sato, you can do it, my son. As Arts comes through 10.9. The rain has eased off a little bit. That has to be said. So less water going down the track. You can see even offline now, a lot of the standing water has disappeared. Not quite all of it, but most of it has disappeared. As Arts comes through turn 11 into turn 12, this long right-hander making his way down now. Has he done enough to stick this on the front row to break? In fact, well, I was going to say to break ETE's dominance because he is an ETE driver, so he just continues it, really. You know what I'm saying? But here he comes now, coming around the final corner. What has Arts got in the tank? Has he got it onto the front row? Oh, it's P2. He has 26.350. Great lap there. Pace is just starting to fly. Who've we got? Alpha Tauri coming through. XRL Jacob.
Absolute solid lap from Arts.
This is quick. 25.2.
Wow.
What a lap. Knizzle, he's on an out lap. Midfield Maestro's about to come through. 25.2 from Jacob. 26.963 from Midfield Maestro. Sato's coming through again. He was down at his sector 2 split, so we'll go with Matty. About to come through with 6/10 up on his sector 2 split, so Matty should be in the low 26s here. There we go, 26.3. I just missed it. Was that Massey coming through there? I think Massey went quicker again with a 26.1. But he's
COD invalidating.
He's 9/10 off the pace at the moment. Right, Preacher. Looks like Preacher's on the fly at the moment. I think he's my lead car. The Aston Martin in front of him is Ira Schumacher on an outlap at the moment.
Following Preacher is Hayes.
Yeah, she's on a fire, I think, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm on board with her now, mate.
I'll bet you are. Sorry, I don't...
Wow.
Wow, where did that come from?
Wow.
I don't know. Alright, here comes Bob. Bob the builder, can he fix it? Unfortunately not this lap anyway.
No, he can't.
Yeah. Here comes Hayes, 26 flat, puts in the P2.
Nice. Well done.
Massey's coming through now. 25.888 puts him up into P2. Knizzle's coming through. He stays in P9. Checking flag is down. Skeefy is about to come. No, it's not Skeefy. I don't know who that was coming through. I missed it, whoever it was. Sato. Sato did improve, but stays in P12. We've got
Matty's come in.
The pit.
Skeefy's coming through. And then
Where's P4?
Oh, no. Yeah, COD.
The Fishy Fingered Wonder does improve, and in fact, he beat Sato by 1/1000th of a second to take P12. Iro Schumacher is starting to fly there. He was 4/10 up in his sector 2 split, so he could be looking for again a low 26 here.
Preacher's still going as well, mate.
Is he? Okay, we'll jump on board Bob the Builder in a minute. Massey, by the way, did 10 laps on that one set of intermediate tyres.
Nice.
Very good lap. Here comes Iro Schumacher. What is his shimmy got in the bank? It's a big improvement. He goes P5 in the 26.222. We'll jump on board with Bob the Builder. He's coming around the final corner now. Can he fix it this time?
Scoop Muck and Dizzy.
Oh,
yes, he can. He goes up one place.
He improves. So there we go, ladies and gents. That is all qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. Rain's almost stopped, actually, right at the end of qualifying. Can you take the screenshots, please, mate?
Yes, mate.
Wonderful. Okay, let's give you a rundown of qualified. XRL Jacob with that lightning 125.260 qualified lap on the intermediate tyres. Massey joins them on the front row. Then on row 2 we have Hayes and Skeefy. Row 3, Iro Schumacher and Matty. Row 4, XRL Preacher and E.T. Arts. And then row 5, E.T. Oakley and Knizzle. Then outside the top 10 we have Midfield Maestro and E.T. Godzilla on row 6. Sato Brutal row 7 and Waddo on row 8. And we're going to head back to the command centre. Alrighty, let's. I'm going to put a message up in the Discord. We're going to ready up at 21:33, ladies and gents. That's 5 minutes time from there. Let's put a quick message up in the chat. Okay. Oakley says, what a tit I am. Yeah, tell us something we didn't already know. I'm just kidding.
You only just realised?
Right.
Is it a tit or a twat?
Well, I'd say tit. I'd say tit. Right, I'm going to put the put the kebab pad up, and I'm going to just go for a quick Jimmy, mate. So I'll leave.
Yeah, no dramas. That's really choking.
Alrighty, let's just get the league tables up for you guys just whilst I'm going to have a very quick break. So I'm going to leave you guys with Gandhi for a couple of minutes, who's going to tell you about the lovely new laptop that he just fleeced off some poor homeless man.
What?
So,
Got to capitalise on these situations.
Take it away, mate. I'll leave them with you for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
All right.
Overcast race. Very nice. Any predictions? Who do we think's going to win is the question. He is back. Ooh.
Alrighty. Okay. We're just a minute or two from getting underway. Gandhi, thanks for the gift sub, man. Woof! The lucky recipient is Sato. Andrew, thank you so much, dude.
That's all good, mate. I
Great.
popped one in a little while.
Greatly appreciated, my man. Gifted to one there from TII Gandhi to Mr. Sato861. So, there we go. So I've got to take the old glasses off for a minute, mate. I've just been outside for a cheeky smoke and it's piddling down the rain, so I got a little bit wet and I can't see. I need my glasses and blinds a bat. Right, there we go. Okie dokie. I'm going to check up on a cricket score whilst I'm here as well, actually. How are we getting on? Ooh, they lost a wicket. Damn. Never mind. Okay.
I couldn't think of anything worse to watch.
Oh, no. Hey, cricket is fantastic, mate. Sport champions, man. Sport champions, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But, yeah, 33 laps here, Circuit de Catalunya. We've been told by Matty in the chat it's going to be an overcast race, so no rain is forecast, but of course with an overcast weather, it's going to take them a little bit longer to get heat into those tyres.
It is Cody's.
Well, yeah, it could.
We could end up with
Could be a
snow.
hurricane. Yeah, could be a tornado. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the league tables off, go back to the command centre before we start the race. Okay, so yeah, 33 laps around the Circuit de Catalunya. Of course, if you watched this last night, you'd have seen that tyre deg here was pretty high. Quite a few cars could not make the soft medium strat work and had to two-stop it in the end. So, and that was with the safety car as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how tonight does pan out. The countdown clock mind is ticking, so we will go back trackside in a moment or two, and we'll get underway.
Just come up on my phone. When United played Madrid on Tuesday, Pogba's home got burgled. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in, mate.
Yeah.
It really is. Right, formation lap is on, so they've got one lap to try and get their tyres up to temperature, their brakes in the operating zone. We'll stick some telemetry up for you guys watching at home as well. There we go. We have a quick audio check, by the way. Am I sounding quiet? Am I okay? I can hear myself in my ear. It sounds pretty quiet, to be honest. I'll just move the mic up a little bit. There we go. Right, okay.
I mean, I have got the stream on. It sounds okay to me.
Okay, maybe it's just my mic, mate. Okay, so look at the tyre strats, and of course, with qualifying being wet, we've got a complete mixture of dry compound tyres on show. So Jacob's opted for the medium compound tyre. So he's in it for an alternate strategy. Massey, Hayes, Skeefer opting for the softs. Io Schumacher going for the hard compound tyres. He will definitely be one-stopping. Matthew in the mediums, Preacher on the hards, Arndt on the softs. Oakley also on the hards, and everyone outside the top 10 running medium tyres apart from Sutto, who's also opted for the hard tyres. So we're going to see some cars going, in theory, quite a long way into the race before they make a pit stop. The soft ones, the tyres don't last particularly long around here. The undercut starts around about lap 6 or 7, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. Io Schumacher's been disqualified. He wasn't ready. Oh, yes, he was. He's ever coming together with his best mate, actually, with Skeefy. Those two have history. So, what's going to be said about that?
Happy coming to blows in the pit lane.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Okay. Cars just pulling into their the pit boxes, and then we're going to get going. Huey Jones in the chat says, "Let's go, Team Knizzle." Well, he's starting in P10, but he's on an alternate strategy, so who knows what's going to happen between now and the end of the race. But we are about to get underway. 33 lights here, and a rather gloomy Circuit de Catalunya on the
it's Spain,
east
mate.
coast of Spain. Yeah, it should be red hot, mate. Here we go. What's the lights?
Yeah.
There's 4 lights. All 5 lights are lit. The lights go out, and it's go, 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 and Arndt has picked up a drive-through off the get-go for a jump start. That is disastrous for Arndt. As Massey is drafting Jacob down towards turn 1, of course trying to get the extra grip on those tyres to work. He's got a little bit deeper to turn 1, but comes through turn 2 safely. I think everyone seems to be going through okay.
Yeah, so far so good, mate.
But Massey went deeper to turn 1, and that's allowed Hayes to draft him coming up now to turn 4. Jacob got the start that he wanted. Arndt has dropped down to P9 and has got a drive-through penalty to serve as well. So that has trashed his race. As we're going to jump onto that mid-pack, we've got Arndt and what? Ardt's going backwards. Is he actually
on my screen he was ghosted.
Oh,
He's literally, he just went in with Preacher, they was pretty much on top of each other.
Unless it was clipping something, possibly. Which is possible. As they come through turn 9 for the first time, of course, we've seen a few incidents during the week already. We've got the Alpine now, Preacher having a look at Watto. We've also got Arndt now battling with Cardzilla. Arndt's, yeah, he's ghosted. I don't think he's in the session, mate. Can you invite him, please?
Yeah.
I don't think he's in the session. As we're just about to complete lap number 1, Cody's special, of course. You can always rely on Cody's to trash people's races. Jacob is our race leader. Massey and P2, Hayes and P3, those two on the soft compound tyres. Arndt is coming in the pits, serving that to right, or at least his AI is, or something is. Skeefy and P4. Knizzle is close up to the back of midfield Maestro. He's getting 2 positions on lap number 1 as they come through turn number 2. Now for the soft runners, they need to try and clear XRL with Jacob, or hope that Jacob has just got enough pace to take them away from the rest of the pack, otherwise their strategy is going to be really knackered. As they make their way through turn 5 into turn 6. XRL Jacob not out of DRS range, because DRS is activated on the next lap. You'll see it here on the next lap at turn 9. Once it is activated.
I have invited him a couple of times, mate. So.
Okay, mate. Let's sort of jump on board this car at the moment to see what the state of play is with this car.
Knizzle on the back of Maestro.
Give us 2 secs, mate. I need to check Art's car. No, his car's ghosted, mate. I don't know what's happened to him. But here we go, we're about to start lap number 3, ladies and gents. DRS will be activated on lap 3. Are we going to see any movements there? Oakley is on the cusp of DRS on Matty, but will be vulnerable to midfield Maestros on the softer compound
DRS
tyre.
has just been enabled.
Yeah, there we go. Knizzle got out of shape there at turn 2, and that's allowed Preach to go up the inside there for an opportunistic overtake.
It's a pretty good move, to be fair, that.
Yeah, and Watto
capitalised on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Watto's going to try and also go up the inside here of Knizzle. Knizzle going to get a little bit deep there, having to defend quite hard into turn 5. But defends successfully against Watto. Jacob is trying to stretch out the gap to Massey, try and get himself out of DRS, but Massey is just about within that 1 second magical mark. And just staying in this battle here now is Knizzle going to try and come back at Preacher. The Preacher himself does have the DRS to defend.
Answers in.
Answers in. Great stuff.
Yeah, he's just come up, mate.
Well, he served his drive through, but his race is... He's probably on the wrong strap. He probably wants to be on the hards, but he is on the soft. So he's going to have to try and work out how to sort of get himself back into the race. We know Arsenal's on a lot of pace. But,
work out or pray for a safety car.
Yeah, safety guy, absolutely. Massey getting closer and closer to the back of Jacob as they come in towards turn number 1. Just keep an eye on this one. And Bob the Builder on midfield Maestro. I thought Bob was going to have a faint little look there. Maestro just carried enough speed to turn 1 to avoid an overtake.
Right on the back of Watto.
Yeah, we've got a DRS train there from the midfield Maestro all the way down to Brutal JMK. Oh, midfield there, a little bit squirry there coming out of turn 5. So it's just race just settling down quite nicely now. Lap 4 out of 33, an awful long way to go here. Jacob is your race leader, Massey in 2, Hayes in 3. They've started to drop Skeef a little bit. It's dropped 1.5 seconds off the pace there. But he himself is 2 seconds clear of Matty. Of course, Matty is on a harder compound tyre, so you would expect Skeefy to move away from Matty. In fact, I think Matty's made a mistake and Oakley's gone through the P5. So Oakley's looking in pretty good shape here on those hard tyres. We're going deep into the race on those tyres.
Just watching Knizzle, mate. He doesn't seem very comfortable.
Let's jump on board with him now as they this DRS train make their way down towards turn 1. Preacher again getting close to the back of midfield Maestro, but not close enough for an overtake. as they wind their
Tell
way
you what,
through
though,
turn
mate,
three.
that S section very unforgiving.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
Oh,
Goes in sector one,
Yellows.
got a hat off. It's Sato. He's had a moment at turn two.
this so happens to be commentator's curse, the same turn-ins we was talking about. Sorry, Sato. Enjoy the gifted sub.
Yeah. There's Stoke Knizzle here at the moment.
Yeah.
He is sort of in the middle of this DRS train at the moment, and there's quite now a substantial train because Iro Schumacher has joined the back of the train as well, currently down in P13. The three leaders are starting to stretch out a little bit. They've got a 2-second advantage now for Skeefy.
Poor Brutal can smell what Cod had for dinner. Like, he's
Oh,
literally
that's-
right on the rear end of him.
That's not a very pleasant thought, Liz.
Oh, Captain Birdseye.
Dear, oh dear. Right, it's midfield. Maestro close enough for a run at Matty's casting. Matty moves to the middle of the track to try and defend, and then goes back onto the
Cod's
racing
going for a
line.
move.
Is he going to make this one stick? I think he's gone around the outside. He's gone a little bit deep. Watto's going to fight back coming through turn two. And
Little
Watto
bit
switches
too deep
back.
for him.
Yeah. Watto then switches back, and now Brutal's going to fancy his chances here as well. It's turn four. Tell you what, mate, the fucking chat's quiet. Jesus Christ, are you guys all
Yeah,
dead out there or something? What is going on? I know I'm not in the best of moods tonight, guys, but come on. let's see some
I think
activity.
you scared them all a little bit.
Yeah, I think I have, mate.
No, it's understandable, mate. The amount of time and effort that everyone puts in, and for people to sign up and not turn up, it is pretty irritating, to be fair.
It is, mate. You're absolutely right. Okay, now, Hayes is starting to drop off the back of Massey. Massey's pace is still looking good, but Hayes is dropping off the back now, which is sort of burnt out of tyres a little bit. Got Preacher and Maestro. Maestro's looking vulnerable. Knizzle's going to go flying through as well, using that DRS, and Maestro could do absolutely nothing about that. Got mugged with two position drops there, as Knizzle makes his way up to P8 now. Jacob has broken Massey DRS, so that suggests now that the medium tyres are starting to really come to life now, and the softs have sort of passed their peak. They're starting to just drop off a little bit. So what if he might
Preacher's
see...
on one, he's just got a purple sector one, mate.
Yeah, but his hard's looking quite good. And I'm just thinking whether Oakley now might try and make some inroads into that gap to Skeefy. He's currently sat around about 4.5 seconds. And we'll keep an eye on that one over the next lap or two. Undercut. The undercut starts around about now as well. If any of the soft runners are looking for an undercut, but they will really struggle to go to the end. If they're undercutting now, they'll probably have to use hard tyres. Oh, Knizzle getting out of shape down on the curve. Had to correct the steering. That's cost him some time. He's dropped out of DRS range of Preacher, so he's going to be vulnerable for a switchback move from midfield Maestro. Here comes Maestro now because Knizzle did manage to get DRS though from Preacher. But says the track is shit as well, just a DRS train. It is a little bit. It's a hard racing track, Badge. I mean, I quite like Spain. I've always done quite well around here, but I do understand what you mean. Jason Limitless HD says, what was the pole time? It was a 25.2. That was on intermediate tyres. From XRL Jacob, I believe, if memory serves me correct.
Well, safe to say Arsenal are getting stuffed.
What's the score, mate?
2-0 to Liverpool.
Good. Your brother's going to be gutted.
Well,
That's what happens when you support a crappy football team, mate. You know what I mean? You just open yourself up for disappointment. And being an Arsenal fan, you should be used to disappointment.
yeah, well, there is that.
Hey, to the pumpy!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So what was that, mate? Someone just redeemed the sound of it, so completely missed all
You
that.
know, all four of us went to the football.
Excuse me.
Went Gills Cheltenham last night.
All right.
Yeah, all went up to the valley.
How'd they get on?
Gillingham lost 1-0, but like, it was a bit of a back and forth game, to be fair. But yeah, no, you can imagine Choltz was sitting there with his Jeremy Clarkson smug grin.
Yeah. Jeremy Clarkson, smug grim is still a lot uglier, and that's saying something. Sorry, Charles. All right, so I'm going to recap lap 9 out of 33. XRL Jacob on those medium tyres now has got a 2.5 second advantage with Massey slowly pulling away now as the soft tyres start to fall off. Massey almost lost it down the exit at turn 9, just watching him from the Preacher's POV. Brute was looking for move at Codzilla at the inside here. Cod's happy to defend. Brute's going to go up the inside. He's going to get the job done. Leaves just enough room
Solid.
on the exit at turn 10. And that's a tidy overtake there from Brutal. Knuzzle's had a moment. He's had a spin at turn 12. Oh dear.
I was on board with Brutal for a substantial few laps. You could see that he was getting a little frustrated and kept trying to make the move.
Well, say he's stuck in this train at the moment. That's the problem he's got. You see all the cars there moving from left to right.
One reason I hate the track, mate, honestly. It's a terrible track.
Oh, excuse me, I'm absolutely shattered, mate. I really, really am.
Me too, mate, honestly. It was like 8:38 and I was like laid on the sofa half asleep. The missus went to the shop, got a load of sweets, so sugar ration coming.
Sugar up, yeah, there you go. I've got to go up the shop, yeah, actually. When this is all over. Matty also passed over the P5, and at the moment they're not able to live with Skeefy's pace on those softs. Skeefy is starting to reel haze in. The soft winners are really starting to struggle now.
Tell you what, Brutal is actually, he's got some pretty good pace. He's got right on the back of Maestro, mate.
Excuse me. He is. He's had podiums in TIR in Division 3 last season, and he also had an absolute ton of bad luck last season. All the soft winners are staying out at the moment. They're happy to continue. Brutal would say he's stuck in his DRS train at the moment. Be looking to try and sort of if he can clear Maestro, then he's got a real chance then of getting ahead of Watto and going up the road, because he tends to feel that Brutal's of these cars within this DRS train, Brutal's the one that's actually got the pace. If he could be allowed to unleash it. But we're only at 1/3 distance at the moment. The gap up front now nearly 5 seconds, and of course Jacob is on the medium tyre, so he really is controlling this race at the moment. The question is for the soft winners, they're looking to try and stretch out this stint so they can still just one stop and switch to the medium tyres. But the tyres are going to be in quite a lot of trouble. So there's Brutal at the moment with 31% left front. It is the left front that takes a real pounding around here. Watto on 32. Watto, sorry, 36. Jacob sets the fastest lap of the race. How's the hard runners looking? Yeah, not too bad. Massey on 33. Oh, we've got some cars coming in. Yeah, 2 of the soft runners have come in. We've got Massey and Hayes have come in. Skeefy stays out. He hasn't set his telemetry, so I can't check tyre wear. XRL Jacob on the mediums. His tyres are looking okay for a few more laps yet. Oh, Matty's gone. Matty has binned it. Oh, on the exit of turn 2. He's lost the back end and we've got a safety car. Wow. Matty has lost a wheel. The exit of turn 2. And, wow, safety car. I've got some work to do. Oh, dear. That's unfortunate for Matty. Sean, how you doing? Long time no see, man. I hope you're doing well.
There was quite a lot of carbon fibre over the track then.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Matty, but that's brought out a safety car now. How is that going to figure in? This is not good necessarily for the medium runners, because what do? They've done 11 laps on these tyres, but they're not ready to pit yet. The hard runners, they'll be happy, they can stay out. But the medium, I wonder if the medium runners may come in now and switch to hard compound tyres, switch their strategy on the fly. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jacob's coming in. I think he's going to go onto the hard tyres. We'll keep an eye on Wadder and Brooke to see what they do. Skeefy's in the pits as well.
Yeah, they're all coming in, mate, by the looks of it.
Yeah, X1 Jacob
coming in,
onto the hard
Schumacher's
tyres.
in.
Yeah, the medium runners have to. The guys who've just pitted for mediums are fine. Massey and Hayes are fine.
Knizzle's in. Arntz is ghosted again, mate.
Can you invite him again, please, mate? I haven't seen him leave the session, to be honest, but if you want to...
Oh, no, he's there.
Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Well, the Gagler car's pitting now. How's this all going to shake up? Oakley and Preach, of course, starting on the hard compound tyres, so they have no reason to pit. Now, Sato, who was in the hards, he's come in. I wonder if he might put a set of mediums. Yes, he is. Sato's going for a set of medium tyres, which is a good call. Yeah, drop those hards.
Great call.
That's why I'm surprised Oakley and Preacher have not pitted. Because, yes, they will be on softs at the end, but they are going to have lost all their track position. So I am kind of surprised they didn't come in and put the mediums on. Well, just see how it all pans out, though.
Put Jacob in AI.
Yeah, we do now allow the guys to go in AI under the safety car for a short period of time in case they need to stretch their legs, go for a quick jimmy, you know, and so forth. We try to be a little bit more lenient this season. Although no going out for a pint down the pub whilst the safety car's out, of course.
Funny enough, there is a pub just round the corner.
Yeah, that's it. We're off. See ya. Now, what are Oakley and Preach doing? Yeah, they're staying out. I do wonder whether they've possibly blown their strategy. We'll have to wait and see how it all pans out towards the end. What we do have the safety car, as you can see. I'm Beer Mylander in the safety car tonight. I've got the Aston Martin safety car, and not the Mercedes. I fancied a change, even though it's the Mercedes actually on track.
I do like the look of them new cars.
You what, sorry, mate?
F1 have put a couple of new medical cars in. Like really nice Merc.
Okay. I haven't seen them, mate, to be honest. I must admit, I've not seen them.
I'll see if I can find them, mate. I'll send it over to you.
Of course, a big, excuse me, a big weekend of racing, of course, coming up with the F1, mate. Looking forward to that one.
I can't wait.
Oh, mate, I cannot wait. After
watch the Mercedes come out and sandbag the hell out of everyone.
Have they? Or are they?
Oh, come on, Beer. You know what Toto's up to.
Well, we don't know, because, of course, with all the new the rules and regulations, the new innovations, and the Mercedes car itself's a weird-looking car because they say it's basically got no ground effects.
I just hope we don't get another season of like bloody crying Horner.
Oh, good old Karen.
Honestly, he might as well put his missus in charge. At the moment, I've gone. Williams just come in.
Okay, right. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on what happens now behind Bob the Builder on Skeefy, because Skeefy has gained out of this. He jumped his teammate with the safety car issues, and he'll be looking to try and clear Preacher and Oakley as quick as he can. Of course, Preacher and Oakley on much older hard compound tyres. So Jacob's controlling the restart. When's Jacob going to bolt? Yeah, he's gone early. And I tell you what, Oakley's caught him out. Oakley went right with him, and Oakley's looking for a move here. This is for the legit lead.
Solid, mate.
And Oakley gets the job done, moves himself up into P1 with a very, very good safety car restart. Skeefy has been overtaken by Massey, his teammate, and Massey is now trying to charge down Preacher. Andres says Xbox. Yes, this is on console, dude. Absolutely.
Got Brutal and Wado going at it.
Pumpy says, who do you think is going to win for the Sunday's Grand Prix? I've got Lewis Hamilton to win. You know what, mate? I'm not going to put I'm not even going to suggest a drive until I've seen qualifying.
Kevin Magnussen.
All seen practice sessions, to be honest. Kevin Magnussen. Okay.
That was a good call by Haas, to be fair.
But the thing is, yeah, it was a good call. It was a good call bringing K-Mag back. But we don't know really the pace of the cars yet. We're not going to know until practice. When's the first free practice? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get a better idea of where we're at after free practice 1 tomorrow, ladies and gents. So check it out on Sky Sports or the official F1 channel, of course, if you're outside the UK. And check it out. It's going to be fantastic. Massey,
to be fair,
looking for a move at Preacher side, mate. He's going to jump on board here. No DRS, of course, for 2 laps after the restart, 2 complete laps. Massey's going to try and go late on the brakes. No, not quite. Oakley is still holding off Jacob. Oakley with a great restart, but of course he's on a completely different strategy. And Jacob has almost pushed him through the corners.
Schumacher on the back of Cod.
Yeah, let's keep your eye on that one. Not quite close enough at the moment. A couple of tenths off Cod. I think Cod's just got through turn 4. AJ in the chat says, interested to see the Ferrari looking strong and tested. Yes, it was. From what I saw the testing, and again, it's only a possible hint. The Ferraris look mighty. Is it going to be? Going to be the return of the Ferrari to the front?
All of the cars was looking quite solid. Even the Haas was looking quite solid. To be fair.
Well, it's only been the last couple of seasons that the Haas has been absolute dog poo. Before that, it was a pretty decent car.
I mean, now they've got rid of Mazzy shit.
Well, also what happened to them, of course,
story,
last season they spent absolutely no money whatsoever in R&D.
Yeah.
They were basically driving a 2020 car all last
season.
season.
That kid didn't deserve a seat in Formula 1.
No, he didn't.
When Daddy puts a sponsorship in and demands a seat, it was the same with Palmer. To be fair, I didn't rate him when he was in
Julian
F1.
Palmer, no, absolutely not.
I mean, his dad's a bit of a tosser as well. Owns Brands Hatch in that, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we've got some movement. Maestro's gone. Maestro's on a moment. Spin at turn 2. It's claimed another victim, mate. Turn 2.
I'm not saying nothing.
But yeah, I agree with AJ. The Ferraris were looking quite strong. Yeah, I'll have to put a fresh Discord link in. Give me 2 secs. Discord link.
Looking at some solid pace from the Williams, mate. Both of them, 4 and 5.
Sato going to the inside of Knizzle. Has he got the move done? They're side by side going through turn 10. He has got the move done. Sato moves himself up into P11. He's got Knizzle and Arndt. Of course, Arndt's had that disconnect earlier on, so he's having to sort of... he's ghosting again, but I don't think he's in the session.
Do you want me to invite him, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, ping an invite. I'm not convinced he's in the session. I could be wrong. Jacob has got past Oakley for P1, finally got that move done. Brute has got past Wado for P7. So just keeping an eye on what's going on there. Schumacher all over the back of Godzilla, battle for P9 and P10. Ben in the chat says, my dad had a bust up with Palmer's dad, proper tosser. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, my old man works in motorsport, so he's done a lot of things at Brands Hatch. And Palmer just walks around like he's something special.
Schumacher's just got the move done there on Godzilla on the exit turn 5. Moves himself up into P9. That's not to be unexpected. He is on the softer compound tyre with a lot more pace, a lot more grip in them at the moment than Cod. Up front there.
I don't know, look, on board with Arndt's car, mate. It looks like he is driving it, but it looks ghosted.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, mate.
Because he's keeping up with Knizzle, but...
Not quite sure what's going on there. Bizarre. Going on board with Hayes now. Sorry, Massey, who's looking for a move on Bob the Builder. Now, Bob does have DRS to defend. Massey pulls out to the right-hand side. He's going to be using some of that battery now. But Preacher is also deploying his ERS to try and defend, and he defends successfully. Coming down to turn 1. Watto and Brutal are going side by side again. Watto has got the job done. Slipping and going around the outside, I think, of Brutal at turn 1. So it's a bit of overtaking going on at the moment.
Definitely there, mate.
Okay.
But his car's ghosted.
Yeah, it's weird. Must have just a slight desync issue.
Got Massey on Preacher.
That
Getting closer.
Art's just got the job done. Knizzle there, straightforward overtake. Knizzle didn't even fight it at all. That's a strange one.
Oh, mate, when you... I think what Art's...
Yo's in sector 2. Jacob's gone. The race
Jacob's
leader's
gone.
gone. He's binned it at turn 9. We're going to see a late safety car. He has binned it. Yeah, we've got a safety car now. This is interesting. This has worked out really well, I think, for Oakley and Preacher.
Perfect, yeah. Solid. I mean, even the hard runners, I'd be fine with them all dumped in for a nice fresh set of mediums.
This is very similar to what happened last night, mate. Very, very similar. XRL Jacob, he had the race in the palm of his hands and he has dropped it. Okay, yeah, both hard runners are in now. The medium runners are staying out, Massey and Skeefy. The soft, oh, what do Preacher and Oakley did? They put the softs on there to go for the medium. Softs will go well for a little while, but then die off quickly. The mediums will be solid.
Medium,
yeah,
mate.
They're going for mediums. Yeah, they're going for mediums, which is the right selection. But now we have a Williams 1-2. This is almost like deja vu back to last season. Massey
And Coddilla's gone for the softs.
Yeah, those softs they'll be okay, but they will really fall off. They're going to be looking at what, about 11 laps with the softs. So yes, they will go into the end, but they won't be good at all. And so 6 cars have basically opted to stay out, and that's Massey, Skeefy, Hayes, Watto, Brutal, and Arndt. So Arndt has suddenly found himself in legit P6. Oakley and Preacher have fed back in at P7 and P8. So it's going to see how this pans out. We're going to have about 11 laps, I think, of actual racing between now and the checkered flag.
I think the issue with Arndt, mate, it might be his connection, because he's red on mine. So.
Okay, yeah, that'll explain it. Check something out a minute.
What are you playing about with now, beer?
No, that's not. I'm just reading a news article.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, going back to Jolyon Palmer, yeah, he was pretty rank, wasn't he? He wasn't a very good driver. And his old
Seen
man,
a few.
And his old man was a failed F1 driver as well.
Yep.
I mean, driver of that legendary team, Zach Speed. Sykes says, would you rather step on 100 pieces of Lego or 100 toy cars? Oh, that's a philosophical question that's just gone right over my head, dude. Maestro's opted for a set of softs. I wonder if he might come back in again, possibly as well, if the safety car doesn't come in, so we can just burn through another set of tyres. It'll be a free pit stop if the safety car doesn't come in. But the pack is pretty much all together, so I would expect the safety car to come in at the end of this lap. Guys, to keep your eye on, Oakley, Preacher, Schumacher, I would say.
Even the medium runners at the front, mate. Hayes, Skeefy and Massey. Still pretty fresh tyres.
Yeah, 8 laps, of which probably they've had 6 at actual race pace.
Yeah.
Safety car is coming in, so it's quite an early call for safety car to come in, so we'll get with the safety car, get the main camera on. course, a second safety car of this Spanish Grand Prix. Get the Circuit de Catalunya.
Massey and Skiffy, you know they're talking right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Strategy calls.
Gonna try and get the jump on Hayes and just try and leave her.
Well, let's go for it on Hayes' car to see where it all pans out. Hey Rose, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my main man. Welcome, dude. Welcome. And they've bolted. They've gone for a very early start, and they've gone pretty well. But I think everyone, they haven't
She's
really
kept
caught
with
anybody out. Yeah, but they haven't really caught anybody out. Really, Brutal Stag and Wado as well. Is Oakley looking for a run at Arts? Of course, no DRS now for 2 laps after the restart. They've had a look at Godzilla. And there's Iro Schumacher. Look at Bob the Builder going to turn 1. Oh, a little bit of contact there through turn 1. Just a bashing of handbags. Toe Tag says, I assume Beer is talking in Discord. Nope, not at the moment. I'm not, mate. Alright, so lap 22 out of 33. We are at literally at two-thirds race distance. The two Williams are out in front, Massey and Skeefy. Hayes in P3. We're just watching this squabble here. I'm going to go on board though. We're going to flick up to Brutal, who is very, very close to the back of Wado. Both on the hard compound tyres. Their tyres are very fresh. They've only done about 5.5 laps at race pace. So the hards are looking pretty good now. As they're about to start lap number 23. I'm looking to see where the movement's going to be. It's a bit of a waiting game at the moment, isn't it, until the DRS actually kicks in.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Sato and Knizzle, which are pretty close to each other. Schumacher and Preacher.
Oh, excuse me. Rhodes says, how's Arndt starting Tier 3? He was promoted because he was Division 4 champion last season, so he was promoted 1 tier. And I wanted him to go to Division 2 on Thursdays, but he couldn't, unfortunately can't race on Thursdays. Right, now, we've seen our first break in the DRS train as such, as Wado has dropped 1.4 seconds behind Hayes, so he is going to be vulnerable now to the cars behind. Of course, DRS will kick in on the next lap.
Them soft runners ain't done much, mate.
Well, they're caught in the train at the moment, aren't they? That's the problem.
Yeah. I reckon that might have been a bad call, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. How's he getting on? He's basically, pace-wise, he's about the same as Matsy and Skeefy, if not a bit quicker, I'd say. Talk the devil, there he is now. DRS, of course, will kick in on the back straight on this particular lap. Oakley getting very, very close to the back of our Arse's car is ghosting, but he is in the lobby, so the cars have got to be careful. It's a Cody's thing. You know what I'm saying? The usual garbage from Codemasters. In fact, Oakley's driving through him. Oh, don't Oakley, because Arts is in the session, dude. When are they going to sort this crap out, Andrew? With these things.
I don't know, mate. Hopefully EA sorts something out.
Yeah, just give us some dedicated servers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to pay for everything, but
Yeah.
hey, there's a new helmet. It's 25 quid.
You want to pit and change the tyres, so that's £10, please. Yeah, Oakley does not want to be driving through Arts because Arts is in the race, and he really should be, just by the way Arts is driving, he should be aware of that.
2 seconds, beer.
No worries, mate. So now is where the DRS train is really, really noticeable. Nowhere. Brunt's going to try and get the inside of Wado to turn 1. That's a brave move. They're going side by side through 1, through 2. Wado straddles the curb, and Arts is going to have a look to try and fight his way through as well. We've got a real battle going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Arts has got past Wado. Coming into turn 4, Brutal now up to P4, Arts P5, Watto P6, and then Oakley in P7. There's DR right in the middle of this DRS train at the moment. The top 3 though, meanwhile, have managed to pull away with these cars squabbling. Hayes has now got 3 second advantage. Schumacher looks for a move up. Preacher, oh, there's contact there. Oh my goodness me, that could have been disastrous. Oh, and Schumacher almost pushed Preacher literally through turn 9. As Oakley's now having a look at Watto. Sends one late on the brakes and does his teammate. Moves himself up in a P6 on much fresher tyres. So, Oakley, Chokers is looking pretty good at the moment. Massey has now extended the gap outside of DRS, and now Hayes has got a job done on Skeefy. Yeah, oh man, that's a nice early overtake as well. So Hayes moves herself up into P2. Is Arntz going to have a run at Brutal? Here comes Arntz. And that is a straightforward as you like overtake up to P4. The question is now, can Arntz catch Hayes? The gap 3.4 seconds. We'll keep our eye on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Preacher is trying to chase down Watto at the moment. He is caught in that train. And Preacher, of course, is carrying a time penalty as well, which is going to drop him down the pecking order as it stands. Excuse me.
The boy come down. Tell you what, mate, I feel sorry for Cod. Stuck right in the middle of it.
Yeah. I thought you were going to talk about, his personal hygiene.
Well, we won't get onto that one.
There is that as well. Now, Brutal's, since Art's got the overtake on Brutal has stayed with him during this lap. He's going to be close enough to try and get the position back. We'll just keep an eye on this a little bit.
Tell you what, Arndt played it well though. Safety cars brought it back into the race.
Absolutely, put him right back into the race. And yeah, he's got enough straight line speed to keep Brutal comfortably at bay. And he is catching Skeefy as well.
His car's still ghosted as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Not his fault.
No.
It's another shit game.
Yes, mate. Unfortunately so. Connor's got past Schumacher. My goodness me, that's 3 overtakes in 2 races from Cod. Wow. Well done, Cod. Come on, my man. Hayes is catching Massey, by the way.
Shit.
She is. She's well in DRS range now.
Diva Queen's on the hunt, mate.
The Diva Queen is on the hunt indeed. This race isn't over.
Tell you what, mate, like, I'm seeing the original Hayes, to be fair. Like, she had a couple of off seasons, didn't she? And then she's hammered straight back, and yeah, no, it's pretty good to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Arntz is starting to drop Brutal a little bit. Brutal is only just within DRS range now. And Brutal's tyres on one, but just going off the boil a little bit. Oakley, I think, still fancies P4 here. We've got 5 laps to go, plus the lap that they're on. Massey is now holding that gap just about 1 second to Hayes. Both 2 seconds clear of Skeefy. Arntz is slowly, and I mean slowly, catching Skeefy. But at the moment, it's not enough to catch him.
I like it. Williams Merc.
Nice and, symmetrical.
Yeah, mate. Going to be interesting to see Russell this weekend, mate.
Yeah, who's going to see how he gets on. Andre, by the way, earlier on, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that, dude. Welcome. Forgot to give you a shout out earlier, dude.
I done my my thing yesterday.
Your thing?
13 months now, isn't it?
13, I think, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
your
I mean,
year
I've
badge.
done it yesterday, yeah.
Good man. Thank you so much, dude.
I had to go through. I kept seeing little bits coming out, and I was like, well, they don't stream no more. They don't stream no more. So I had to cancel a few of them.
Yeah, I've had to do the same, mate. I had like recurring subscriptions to quite a few people's channels, and they just don't stream anymore. So I just realised I just chucking money away. Yeah, you do, and you just literally chucking money away. So,
I mean, I think you can get it back. Like, I think Twitch can refund.
I haven't done it, to be honest. I just cancelled them. You know.
Yeah.
No, I always support my favourite streamers, though. Always have done, always will do.
Yeah.
You know. So, where are we at? 29 out of 33. It's as you were, no real changes at the moment. It's a bit of a waiting game, and we're going to see any real hot action in the final couple of laps. One wonders as they make their way down through turn 9 into turn 10 at the second DRS in the back straight there. Hayes is just about within DRS range of Massey. If she's going to plan an attack, I reckon about now is the time to do it. Arts is no longer...
I don't know. It looks like she's stacking up some ERS.
Yeah.
Compared to what Massey's got, like...
Massey's not
even
but he's burned it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so Hayes is still on 70% and Massey's is just under 15.
Watto and Oakley go through turn 1. Two teammates, of course. Is either of them going to let the other one through, or are they just racing hard to the end? I think they're just racing hard to the end, aren't they? Brutal is glued to the back of Arts. Arts is no longer making an impression with Skeefy. He's actually lost a couple of tenths in the last couple of laps. But none of these drivers at the moment have got the pace to live with Hayes and Massey. They are dominating. They're controlling the race pace at the moment.
It's nice to see Skeefy's had a good race. He's had a couple of bad ones recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, of course, we had that championship decided, didn't we, in the desert, Abu Dhabi, where it all happened. When the championship leader, Minaj, in the very last race, he binned it early doors. And Skeefy was primed to take the world championship, and then Skeefy had a moment. He had a collision with Harvey, I think it was, in Schumacher. Yeah. And
funny enough, my championship rival's actually in Abu Dhabi at the minute.
That's Ice Fox,
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Hayes on the attack. Hayes on the attack. She's going to try and make the move to turn 1 on Massey. This is for the legit lead, and Hayes has got the job
She's
done.
made it stick.
That's a great move there, going around the outside of Massey,
especially in that section
done.
As well.
Now Massey he has got to somehow try and stick with Hayes, because I
don't think he's got enough ERS.
Thank you very much. I'll have a bit of that.
She can just burn it out if she wanted
to. Yeah, but if Massey be thinking, if I can just stay within DRS, I've got a fighting chance. You know what I mean? But he's going to be.
She's already got 5 temps on him.
Yeah, so she really fancies the chances of a race win here. It should be a first race win for quite some time for Hayes, I think.
Fellow Merc driver, let's go, Stacey. Come on.
And already she's pulled the gap up to now 0.6 per second. Skeefy is maintaining station about 2.16 by Massey, but he is definitely pulling out a little bit on Arts. Is starting to struggle on those tyres. Brutal is glued to the back, so I think Brutal's going to be looking to launch an attack on the last lap, if not before, against Arts.
Yeah, I mean, looks like Cod's struggling a little on the tyres as well.
Yeah,
Preacher's getting right on the back of him.
Well, no, so
Shuey.
Shuey, yeah. I mean, Cod did be able to take on Shuey about 3 or 4 laps ago. But 10 laps, so those tyres are starting to suffer a little bit now.
Maestro's coming in, mate.
Yeah,
he's dumping them.
I think he wants to go for the fastest lap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Massey has stayed with Hayes. He's managed to get that battery back up to 20%. Hayes' battery is on 73. So we'll just stay with this battle. And the cars are all queuing up behind Arts now. You've got Brutal, Oakley, Watto and Bob the Builder all queued up behind Arts' car. So I think we're going to see some real action on the last lap. We are now lap 32 out of 33 as the leaders come up through turn 9 now. DRS activated again. Massey's got to try and somehow stay with Stacey and see if he can launch an attack, be close enough to launch an attack on the last lap. Needs a really good final sector. I'm going to jump on board with Massey's car now, mate.
Right, she's just going to burn it down the straight.
But if Massey's close enough, he'll still get the job done. But he's got to be close enough. He's got to get right close behind and have a really good exit out of the final corner. He needs Stacey to make a mistake, but Stacey's nailed it. She has nailed the final corner. I don't think Massey's going to be close enough here. He'll cruise up behind, but I don't think he's going to be close enough.
She's not.
Or is he?
Oh, no, she's opened up ERS now.
She's defending out, defends the middle of the track. Massey just has to sit in behind, coming through. He'll have one more opportunity, I think, going under braking to turn 10.
As very well placed by Stacey.
Yeah. So his last chance is going to be under braking into turn 10 at the second DRS.
Brutal's got arms.
Yeah, that was not unexpected, to be fair. Lance is really struggling on those tyres. Brutal's tyres should be fine on those hard tyres. So now this is where Massey's got to somehow put something out of the bag. Stacey, he's got to try and force a mistake out of Stacey. He's got a good exit, to be fair. He's pretty close. If he can get a good run out of here and then launch it off turn 9, this is his chance.
Yeah,
but I think Hayes
she's
is burning the
straight
battery.
on the ERS, mate, out of the corner.
So here we go, coming through turn 10 now. We're on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see it. There's no obvious overtaking spot now. All Hayes has got to do is just maintain focus, keep that car on the track, and victory will be hers. Coming through turn 13, into turn 14 and 15 for the final time. Hayes just needs to nail the exit out of 16. Don't do a Rifio, and she's going to take victory at Catalonia. Hayes takes the win. Massey finishes in P2. Skeefy gets a deserved podium in P3. Brutal gets P40, and Oakley does get answer at the end. Answers a penalty and drops back to P7. Wow.
Oh, Sato's gone.
And Sato has binned it at the end of the race. He's done a Rifio, and Rifio's in the
He's
chat.
done a pet take.
Oh, Rifio's was better last night, mate. That was so funny.
Was it?
Yeah. He was a very lucky boy, weaving from side to side in a diff-4 race to take the win, and he put it in the wall, and somehow the car just rolled over the line, minus a wheel. He was very lucky. Weren't you, Rifio? He's in the chat. But there we go, ladies and gents. Brutal JNK is the Codemasters driver of the day. And let's
Commentator's driver of the day.
I'm going to give it to Hayes.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Solid drive by her.
It was. I think I prefer her longer hair though. Just be okay. I'm going to give you a rundown. I'll just turn the beer limiter off. There we go. Let's just give you a quick rundown of the race result. Hayes taking the victory. Massey in P2. Good battle between those two. Skeefy in P3. That's confirmation of your podium finishes. Brutal in P4. Oakley in P5. Watto in 6. Arndt dropped to 7th. I think he had a moment or run out of fuel in the last corner and lost about 3 positions. Schumacher in P8. Preacher in P9. Godzilla in P10. Knizner in 11. Midfield Maestro in 12. Sato does score points. He's classified as finishing in P13. And then DNS for Jacob and Matty 1929. Of course, had that crash earlier at turn 2. So there we go, ladies and gents. That's just confirmation of the race results for you.
Sato's just definitely one dick of the day.
Dick of the day, yes.
We'll bring that back.
I actually brought it back last night for Rifio.
Yeah, I got that a few times last season.
You did, mate. Let's just go back to command center and slow that things up for the night. Oof. Okay, I'm sorry, it's a bit sea-sharp and very, very warm. There you go, ladies and gents. That was the Circuit de Catalunya, the Division 3 Stallions race.
I thought you actually meant T-shirt then. I was going to say, what, live on stream? Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to do that here, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. There you go, ladies and gents. Hope you enjoyed tonight's race. I'll be back tomorrow. We've got esports racing tomorrow night, the Paradox Series, the S2 Series. I'll be live on air around 8 o'clock tomorrow night for 10 teams of the best assist drivers on console on the planet. And they're all live right here on Kebab TV tomorrow night. And that'll be kicking off just before 8 o'clock. But Andrew, thanks for doing the co-comments, mate. Really appreciate that, dude.
Or as always, mate.
Thank you so much, and welcome to everyone new to the channel. Also, thank you for the recommitments, the gifts, and the biddies as well. Greatly appreciated, as always. But I'm going to call it a night there. I'm really, really tired.
Yeah,
my name's
me
Barry
too.
Bab. Until the next time, take care. Godspeed.